You can now support the Terrible Warriors by visiting patreon.com/terriblewarriors. Today on the Terrible Warriors, they've got their mission, they've got their ultimatum, and if they don't do what they're told, their heads will explode. It's part 2 of the Suicide Squad. They've arrived at the UN and quickly found themselves way in over their head. Oh, don't worry, I'm sure it's like a 50-50 chance they catch Wonder Woman's attention. Derek the Bard and his Edmonton crew return for part 2 of Dead Man's Hand, and your Suicide Squad, they're the Terrible Warriors.
Welcome back, terrible listeners. I'm Derek the Bard for the Edmonton crew. We return for this, the second episode of our Suicide Squad game, and I'm joined with...
Will Mitchell.
West County 404s. Shane Fitzgerald of Circuit 42. Cameron Dunn of Firelight Bright Gaming.
And guys, how'd the last episode leave off? Oh yeah, that's right. You're trying to infiltrate a peace summit where the special guest is Wonder Woman.
I wonder why.
Oh wait, at which point I need to actually pull her stats. There we go.
How super is her senses? Say that as if we're
well, she does have directional hearing 4 and telescopic vision 3.
So we need to get a wall between us and close some doors off.
Sure, let's go with that.
Wall. Do we have like we have mics, right? Like walkie-talkies?
Yeah.
All right, my friends. As you can see, the stakes of our little endeavor have raised quite a bit.
Waller comes over the comms. Do not engage the Amazon. Get in, get the information, and get out.
That's exactly what I was about to suggest. We're going to act fast while the lines are still open to go to the office of the...
Bran, just shut up and do the job.
Yes, ma'am. By the way, you should talk to whoever does your shopping. Those shoes are counterfeit. Gonna start looking for this guy's office.
Another Marvel flashback, but never mind.
I'm gonna everybody's like on the dais, right?
Yeah, everybody's grouped around. Various people are, clapping and cheering while Wonder Woman starts giving a very, very inspiring speech about peace and diplomacy and all sorts of things you don't care about.
Great.
Okay, well...
So while they're distracted...
Yeah.
She is noticeably not in costume.
Oh, even better.
She has the bracers, but otherwise she's just wearing like a really, really well-tailored... Actually, no, she's probably wearing like a toga instead, like the traditional Amazon Themyscira formal wear.
A nice toga, but a toga.
Well, as we've seen from the, frankly, excellent movie trailers, she is completely capable of wearing a very nice evening gown with a goddamn broadsword down the back.
It's true.
Traditional Themyscirian wear.
Absolutely. So,
they
can
accessorize.
Being that I am spirit traveling around, right?
Yeah, you find the office.
Can I use my thief skill to find the office?
No, you specifically only have your thief just for stealth.
Okay.
Basically, each of your skills has sub skills for it.
Right.
And if you take less sub skills, the skill becomes cheaper.
Right.
So it's stuff like Will's persuasion doesn't include interrogation.
No.
Because you're not a torturer.
No, not at all.
And you're not very good at scaring information out of people, but you do have intimidation.
Yeah. On that note, Max is going to look for an unattended bottle of booze.
Okay.
Take it, wrap it in a towel, and then start heading towards where the diplomat's offices are, so that when we find the place, he'll be able to just walk in.
Sure. There are security guards still around.
Can I act as a spotter relaying information to them?
Sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
that's kind of what I was...
Okay, so as you drift through, you see the security guards that are leading to the diplomat's office. So that's the first barrier you guys have to get past.
Yeah, and I let them know...
Yeah.
2 security guards, second hall on the right on the way to the office.
Cam and Shane, are you following Max, or do you guys have another plan?
I could use you, Mr. Flux.
All right.
Okay, so...
What do you need?
Okay, well, Max and Flux pretty much have this under control. I would basically just be my initial plan was to case the joint, check out security, but our hobos basically got that covered with disaster protection. So basically, I'm just going to keep an eye on things out here while Max and Flux do their thing.
Sure.
And basically, just kind of survey and just make sure that they're not going to get in.
So you're using Wes as your forward scout, whereas you're staying behind just to make sure no one's sneaking up on them.
Exactly. I can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah, and to know when the speeches are done and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, heading up to security. I'm
Yep.
dressed like a waiter. I have what he thinks may be a high-end bottle of hooch.
Yep.
I'm gonna come up to him and go, hello, look to his name tag.
I have a list of names from all of our Patreon backers. We'll go with Josh.
Hi, Josh, is it? I was told by someone in the Dias party, one of the diplomats, with, the Mascurin here, he wants to have a little party and kind of sort of indicate the bottle. I just take this to his office.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I got a 9 plus my persuasion.
Nope, you don't add to it. It's just your persuasion is your acting value.
Yes.
Okay, so how much persuasion do you have? 8?
Yes.
Okay. You only need a 7.
Great.
So that gives you one column shift over. Then what is, it's your persuasion plus, as your thing. Okay, and then we'll look at 8. Perfect. Okay. He looks at the bottle, he looks at you, and you give him the kind of the winning smile.
Yeah. Big smile. Ding! He actually has a tooth that vibrates.
And it's super reflective.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I hypnotize you with my... I had a character concept once for that as a low-grade superhero. His power was that he could just hypnotize people with his teeth.
Amazing.
And super speed so he could get there fast and do it.
I love it.
Anyway.
A long time ago, you described a game where people could basically kill each other with their looks.
Exalted.
Yes.
Yep.
I remember Connell saying, look at this jawline. I could sink the Titanic.
Literally. Yes. And Scion. Well...
So what does Josh have to say?
Of course, sir. Who are you bringing it for?
It's Pyron?
Pycon.
It's Ambassador Pycon?
Of course, sir. Up the stairs, down the hallway, 10th door to the left.
Great. Thank you. Looking past, are these doors on swipe passes, or are they... Okay. All right, Mr. Flux, and, with my eyes, look at Josh's ass.
Flux's set of canapes, or... Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'll take those and take them to, provide visual cover for you to swipe his security pass underneath.
You want to give it a shot? Give me your thief check.
Sure.
15. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. You got what's your thief rating? 10?
Yes.
Okay. Cam, this is where I'm going to reveal you only needed to roll a 5.
Holy God.
7, 9, 11, 13, 15. You got so many column shifts that it doesn't even matter what his resistance stat is.
Nice.
He would have to have a resistance stat of 11 or 12. He definitely doesn't. He only has a dex of 4.
So you've replaced his security card with a Baskin-Robbins, loyalty card with only one hole punch?
That expired, 2 years ago.
Easy.
Or I do a weird magic trick with his card, just replace.
Oh no! This super extended slow motion. Now you see me,
Yes.
showing the precise nature of the card trick as he's flipping it over his hand just so the guy can't see it. He's just constantly flipping it between fingers up his sleeve so the security guard can't see it. The security guard is just yeah, okay, guys, you go on. And as you walk away, he takes the canapé tray back and it's just slipped under his hand under the canapé tray.
Go ahead and say it, Cam. You earned it.
Say it.
Yep. We head up, follow Josh's excellent instructions.
Yep.
So I'm going to use those instructions to kind of scooch ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you see is there are 2 guards outside the door to Pycon's office.
I relay that back. 2 guards outside his office.
They do not look like UN security.
They're definitely not UN security.
And Josh was UN security.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Hobomancer doesn't have any skills that would apply. So I'm just going to give me a straight roll.
Sure.
And let me know what your intelligence and your will are.
Intelligence of 3, will of 5.
Okay.
double ones.
Oh no!
No.
Well,
Somebody didn't have the garbage can in their office emptied.
your psychological instability goes off on your roll of double ones, because double ones is always a failure.
Okay.
And it also sets off your flaw.
Yep.
And you're looking at them, and you're looking at them. You're looking at them, and you swear that one of them sees you.
Yeah.
And he's got that glint in his eye, and you just know that he's one of them. You're not even really sure on some exact level on who they are, but then you swear you see it in like the flicker of an eye, in the flicker of the light, his eyes have like occult patterns in them, and you realize that he's actually some kind of golem construct, and he's been sent here. He's probably been sent by them.
Yeah.
By the
communists.
by the ambiguous group of sorcerers who kicked you out years ago.
Yes, the communists. This week it's the communists.
Okay, yeah.
Something else.
It's the communists, but it's also that one particular communist, the one with the super communist name, Zatara.
Yeah.
And in that moment, you're like, yeah, he must have faked his death years ago, just so he can get back at me, so he can plot this and stick them there. What do you do?
Oh my god. This is a serious psychological instability.
Yeah.
I am going to animate objects, the dumpster that I'm in,
Okay.
to send it in to the party.
Oh, we're gonna get killed by
I'm
Wonder
sorry.
Woman.
Are you suggesting that Hobomancer is the Mordo to Sidara's Doctor Strange?
He thinks he is. I want to be clear that he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
wow.
things. I think Ross Burrow was running in 2016, I'd like to point out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's
might as well have been the way it turned out.
he's a
But that's
delusional wizard who controls garbage.
Yeah. Like, what do you want? Like,
This week, Zatara's his secret nemesis.
who was a communist?
Next week, it's all Sharpays. Every single one.
Is secretly agents of Dr. Fate.
No, Dr. Fate's an agent of the Sharpays.
Of course, the ancient Sharpay conspiracy,
I might just
obviously.
use that the next time this goes off.
Well, you know what I like to provide.
Okay, so give me an animate objects roll.
I just love that concept. The hiding secret government documents in their
Okay, great. Wes rolled double sevens. That means you're going to roll again and add your result. If you roll doubles again, re-roll. So you're at 14 so far. 26. What's your animate objects?
7?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 column shifts.
What's the
No,
resistance of a trash can?
It doesn't. It goes off. I've got to look up what you actually give the power now. I didn't expect you'd roll so unbelievably well. This is on par with you just splattering that assassin over the street.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Animate objects. Okay. Equal both the maximum body of any individual object. Okay.
Dumpster's got a good body.
Equal to character's AP to power, but train its own body. The object also possesses the mystical attributes equal to, oh my god. Cannot change shape, but if the object, oh my god. I forgot what this power did. It's been so long. I haven't played this game in over a decade.
What have I done?
Have you made a more powerful supervillain than all of us?
The dumpster is as strong as Shane.
This is awesome.
I seconded.
Well, does anyone want to watch Wonder Woman punch in a dumpster?
You gave a dumpster consciousness. We're all doomed.
Guys, we just need to find a way to get this thing on fire. We need to have her fight dumpster fire.
So you get out of the dumpster, and the dumpster rumbles, and its lid starts slamming up and down like a mouth, and the garbage inside rumbles until it forms a functional voice box. Death to Ross Perot!
Go, Donald Trump! Kill! Kill!
Wouldn't it be Donald Dump because it's a dumpster?
Obviously.
Yes!
It's a good dumpster. It's a great dumpster. It is definitely the greatest of dumpsters.
Small hands, though. That's small hands.
Well, it's very small wheels. As it rolls along, as it starts picking up speed, as it crests around the front, oh god, because it's technically sentient now. Nobody on the street knows what to do about it. You don't even see what happens after this point, Wes, because people start shouting. Shane, from your perspective, a dumpster rolls around the corner and plows through the front doors of the UN into the ballroom where the gala is being held. And everyone turns to stare as the dumpster eats a table. And, like, plastic tubing comes out from inside of it and wraps up an ice statue and pulls it into the dumpster. And the dumpster slate just starts going up and down. At which point Wonder Woman decides to get involved. And that's its whole own combat that I'm not even going to roll.
Yeah. Okay, this whole time I've just been thinking, when Casnia sends their people, they're not sending their best.
So,
Oh my god, I just realized you're the dead shot of the group.
Oh, yeah.
You're the one professional supervillain of this whole lot.
well, hold up. I'm a professional, but I wouldn't call
You're
me
the Captain Boomerang of this group.
Oh, man. It's true.
Does that make me the Harley Quinn?
Oh, right, and Lillian Warpath is in the room with is out on the floor as well. I guess she's technically the other back end muscle.
Yeah.
How does she react?
Stay on mission, stay on mission.
Yeah, Waller's like, stay on mission. What just happened? Stay on mission.
And all she could hear from was again.
Holomancer, what did you do? Oh, you know what? Use the distraction.
I'm already on it, boss.
Everyone out of the lobby. Get upstairs. Use the distraction. And the security guards are all like converging. They're about to open fire on the dumpster when Wonder Woman starts a fist fight with it.
Well, as soon as the guards from the door come running past us, we're going to help ourselves in, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't need to roll because we have the key.
Yeah, no, you're good. You approach the you see the goons. They're specifically guarding Pycon's door.
Okay, so those guys didn't run.
No.
Oh, I thought those guys ran.
One of them looks over. It's like, what's going on down there? I don't know. I'm going to radio it in. One, this is...
Hold up.
One, this is 5. What's going on down there? 5, this is 1. I don't know how to describe what I'm looking at right now. Wonder Woman's fighting a dumpster. And they just look at each other. Long pause. We're not getting paid enough for this. So you see the Cubs game?
I know the joke I want to make, but I feel like I'm too highbrow to make it.
Oh, good.
We basically established that this dumpster is Donald Trump, and right now he's fighting a very beautiful woman.
Oh.
No, he's fighting the embodiment of feminism.
That's even worse.
Who is kicking his ass? Go, Wonder Woman, go.
Yay!
I kind of want to spend more time focusing on Wonder Woman fighting the dumpster now. But I will hold that in and go to Will, who, yeah.
So we approach these two guards who are discussing the recent Cubs victory.
Yeah.
You know, fellas, it sounds like you like sports.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm just waitstaff, and I kind of point to a thing that says Ronaldo on my hand.
Ronaldo. Keep Beach City weird, man.
Oh, yeah.
We're not even 20 minutes into this game yet.
It'll be great. I was sent up by the ambassador before all this happened. I've got a little delivery for his office, but I couldn't help but notice that you're into sports. I'm a sports fan myself.
Give me a persuasion check, Will.
Oh, okay. I was going to make the pitch and then roll. Not so great. Double 3s.
Well, roll again, though. 6.
And then another 5. So 11.
11. Okay. Let's see here. It's 8, but they're going to get the extra. They look unconvinced. Look, Mac, you're going to have to keep moving.
Well, with all that craziness going on out there? Now, come on, as a fellow sports fan, I would
Keep
sincerely...
moving down the hall. Cam, what are you doing in the
How distracted are they?
They're
talking to me.
Admittedly, Will is a great distraction.
That is exactly what I'm doing.
Cool. While they're distracted, would I be able to use some martial arts to put them to sleep?
Yeah, you could definitely get the drop on one of them. What do you want to do? Do you want to kick him? Do you want to hit him with your tray of canapes? Hell, you could throw your tray of canapes at him if you wanted.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, kind of like a...
Like a discus? Sure, give me a roll. 6.
Not quite.
Well, what's your dex? 10?
Yeah.
Okay, Cam, at this point, normally you're supposed to do it before the roll. I'm going to give you the option to spend a hero point. You are literally... You needed a 7 to hit him. If you spend a hero point, you only would need a 5. Just 1 hero point is all you need.
Okay. 15. Go for
Yeah.
14. All right.
It is the second episode, and you have 15. Okay. Now, at this point, you can declare your martial arts as your effect value rather than your strength. So you want to do that?
Yeah, let's go ahead with that.
Okay. Yeah. You throw it, and you actually like bounce it off a wall and into the side of his head, and it knocks him clean out.
Nice.
And then the guy's like, "Hey, what?"
As he goes, "Hey, what? Freeze gun."
Give me a roll using your weaponry exotic.
I got a 10.
Okay. On a 6.
Yep.
Okay. You hit him, and now we're gonna. What's your level of icing on that gun?
Icing is 8. Also on a cake.
Yeah. And he is frozen in a block of ice.
Yeah. But wait.
So Shane, this is what you and Warpath come up on. Meanwhile, Wes, you're still freaking out in the alleyway. Oh my dumpster!
I'm at this point because I'm probably in the middle of a psychotic fit. I'm just in the back alley, any garbage I find, I'm touching, animating, and sending it out every round, basically.
Keeping her busy.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want me to roll another animated objects? Or
Yeah, it's technically automatic, but I kind of like seeing you roll it. Just
for 15.
15? Yeah, that'll do it. You're also kind of slowly coming down. Admittedly, you have to actually get some kind of focus in to get to animate your garbage, and it's it's bringing you to a little bit more lucidity, slowly but surely. Eventually, you'll come around to whatever is your baseline, where you may or may not go, oh good lord, what did I do? What did I just do?
She hasn't seen me.
But at the moment, you know what? Let's actually just roll one round of that combat, just for funsies? Just for shits and giggles.
Go dumpster, go dumpster. Trust her.
No, this is not going to go well.
Okay, so she has a dex of 13. It has a dex of 8.
That's very good for a dumpster.
7, 9, 11, 13. So she gets 4 column shifts. It has a body of 8. She has a strength of 16.
Ow.
This is not going to end well for the dumpster.
11, 13, 14.
She one-rounded it, didn't she?
I'm gonna let it just live for 2 rounds.
Okay.
Because she just... What is this?
The first round, yeah, it gets the drop on her because just dumpster. I've just realized we've literally got 4 different writers represented here. Max Brand is kind of like a Greg Rucka character. You know what? You're almost a Warren Ellis character.
A little bit.
We've got Hobomancer, who's just definitively a Grant Morrison character.
Oh, yeah.
Killer Watt, who is actually kind of Greg Rook-ish. And I'm not sure on Ian Flux, but it's almost like a Millar kind of vibe. Like a Mark Millar. Yeah. Or, who's the writer on The Flash who's basically in charge of the entire live DC series now? It's
I'm blanking.
I'm blanking too. Whatever.
Jeff Johns?
Jeff Johns.
Yeah.
So
So we get into the office.
Yes, you
And we drag these guys in.
Should I
Yep.
tie
Okay,
him up?
well, I'm the only one who hasn't actually gotten to do anything, and it just so happens I have a detective skill.
You do have a detective skill. Give me a roll for that, Shane, as you pile in behind them. And Warpath will guard the door. 14.
14, awesome.
Okay, let's see here. You're a detective of 3.
Yes.
You make it.
Awesome.
Let's see here then. 3. Okay, you get 1 wrap, which is good. You got a column shift on it, which is why you're actually able to succeed on this one.
Cool.
And you find a safe hidden in the wall behind a painting.
Classic.
Naturally.
So, is it just like a traditional kind of safe with just like a combination lock? Is it
It's a DC Comics safe, so it actually...
A Bassa Fabloy.
Yeah.
Pretty good company.
It has like a triple identification where you need like his thumbprint, his eye scan, and a password.
So it does have electronics.
Yes.
So could I potentially drain the electronics?
No, because your ability to drain is more direct. If you could actually get like the wires connected to you.
Okay.
But you can't just like, you don't have Captain Adam's just like touch drain power. That's actually a whole different power.
Okay.
That's
giving it a power.
Yeah, I think it's like energy drain or something like that, whereas you have energy absorption.
Now, I'm no expert on document security, but from the looks of that, I don't think it could stand up to a punch from you, big fella. And don't worry, should you hurt your wrist, I've got just the thing. In some Max Brand...
You had me at punch. I'm going to punch it.
Give me a roll. 16.
16.
Okay, well, let's see here. Your strength is 8.
8, yes.
1, 2,
Do you have
3,
anything
4,
for aches
5,
and pains?
6.
We can talk later, friend.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you give it a good punch. There's this sound of grinding metal as you bury your fist into the door. The door, however, is about that thick on it, and you don't quite... Like, you could probably get it with one more punch, but... That's when it triggered... that's when you can tell it triggered a silent alarm, mainly because it's beeping, and several other things start beeping.
I'm going to pick up number 1's radio,
Yeah.
and I'm going to pull out my Max Brand absolute...
5, this is 1. 5, this is 1. We're getting a signal from the office.
Max Brand's going to adjust his tie and put a pin in it.
Are you declaring one of your Omni
I'm
gadgets?
declaring one of my Omni gadgets.
Okay, you're giving it super ventriloquism, which, among other things, lets you mimic other people's voices.
Very appropriate for the character. This is 5. It seems that whatever's going on downstairs shook the building, set off the alarm.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, huckster time. 14.
Ooh.
Check the chart. That's Wonder Woman stats. That's the wrong chart.
I'm not hoodwinking her, thank God.
I like the fact that the only botch that we've had so far is A, in his character, and B, has led us to this point.
Yep.
Persuasion of 8.
Roger that, 5. Check into the office to make sure everything is fine. Then stay outside and keep watch. We're sending the ambassador out of the room.
Roger, will do. I would like to now declare another one of my gadgets.
Are you sure? Because you only have that many for the
I
entire
only have
game.
8, so I'm going to keep it. Never mind.
Double 6s. 12, 15, 17. Okay.
We read Pycon's dossier coming over, or
Yep.
at least Max did. Is he the kind of guy who would notice who his goons are? Because these guys were locals.
It's a good chance he might.
Crap. How good are you at disguises?
You can disguise yourself with your thief check.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You want to give me a roll?
Sure, what am I?
Disguise yourself to look like this guy.
Okay.
No, this...
Droopy face guy.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start rifling through his stuff, and your post-flash injuries act up a little bit, and you actually need to sit back from it and just catch your breath just from the pain.
All right.
Go on without me.
Well, there goes that idea, friends.
Yeah.
And then from outside the door, you hear a thunk.
in the guy's voice, "Who's there?"
Don't hear it. No response.
Is there an eye? Is there like a looking?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna hide in cover while I'm.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, pop a Vicodin.
Yeah. Max goes to the door, points to Lillian and Killer Watt.
Well, you had Lillian like outside, kind of guarding the door.
Oh, yeah,
Just yeah.
Oh, Lillian was the one who was outside.
Yeah. Because you needed Shane inside too.
That's true. She doesn't go thunk. So counting down 3, 2, 1. Open the door.
Lillian's body slumps inwards. There is a black arrow sticking out of her eye.
Oh, fantastic.
Right.
And then
I think I know who that is.
barely misses you. Another arrow wings through the room and slams into the wall behind you.
Shutting that door.
And just, you see coming down the hallway, for lack of a better term, it basically looks like a ninja. She's got like the hat, the Emily Caldwin from Dishonored 2 look to her.
Yeah.
With like the flowing outfit. It's all in black. Mask pulled up just over her nose. Black hair tied back.
I gotta get that game.
Freaking amazing.
I know.
They've upped the difficulty so much on it. And her jacket is just kind of held on with 2 silver onks. With little roses with little like silver roses tied around them. And you know what? I'm trying to think of which one of you has the best ties to criminal in the world. Shane, give me a roll with your intelligence.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you have detective, which covers crime. You rolled an 18. You actually recognize her. You never worked with her before, but you're aware of her as a mercenary assassin for hire. She is a former member of the League of Shadows, named, as Derek goes to his notes for the names that he wrote down, named Jasmine Onkros, who is known to be associated with the terrorist for hire / mercenary organization Scorpio.
Yikes.
And you've got a body in the room that you just kind of hauled through the door.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The nanite explosive, is that still active in Lillian's body?
You have no idea.
Damn it.
And Waller comes on the comms. What's going on? I'm getting reports that a dump.
We don't really have time to talk about that, ma'am. When I give you the signal,
Have you secured the documents yet?
We're trying to work on that. If you'd be so kind that when I give you the heads up to detonate maximum yield on Lillian's explosives, if you could.
Her vitals have just gone dead. What the hell is going on in
She's
there?
got an arrow through her brain. Killer Watt, would you be so
She's
kind?
what?
Would you be so kind as to pull that safe right out of the wall? We can just take it with us. We gotta go. There's a ninja at the door.
Okay, what did you say her name was?
The bad guy is Jasmine Onkros.
Okay, I'm going to say to Waller, are you familiar with Jasmine Onkros?
Max Brand is not sitting around for this.
Waller rolled a 14. Complete the mission and get out of there.
No shit. That's exactly what we're doing. So I am going to take his advice and try to rip the safe out of the wall.
Okay, give me a roll. It's not going to be very difficult. You rolled a 13, that's good enough.
Cool.
You can bench press, what was it, 8 tons?
6.5 tons.
6.5 tons. You rip the safe out of the wall. It's pretty big, but it's not difficult for you to carry. It's just awkward. You got to like sink your fingers into the sides of it. At the moment you do that, the door explodes as she fires an explosive arrow into it.
Of course.
Jump out the window!
And just goes to splinters.
Yeah, it looks like...
Hobomancer, you've calmed down now.
Guys, I get a thing.
Oh my god! Guys, I did this understatement of the year! As out in the street, the dumpster flies out the front doors of the UN, followed by Wonder Woman, who has these garbage columns hanging off her that she's just beating the crap out of.
It's all right, Hobomancer. We all have tough days. But with Max Brand enthusiasm, we'll get over it. But right now, we need to hoof it. We're coming out a window.
Now I knew roughly where they were going into. Would it be a safe assumption to say that I am beneath them?
You could be, sure.
Yeah.
They're like 3 or 4 floors up. Shane, you could actually probably jump that fairly easily.
Yeah. Animate this pile of garbage.
Trash slide.
Trash slide.
Sure. Okay.
Want me to roll that?
Yeah. Give me a roll for it. I just make you roll to see if you go crazy, basically.
Oh, double
eight. Okay, 16. Keep rolling.
Keep rolling. And 10.
And 26. Boom.
Good lord.
Yeah, okay, there's a trash slide. It's very noticeable, however, to anyone outside the building.
Oh, yeah.
Does Wonder Woman see?
Wonder Woman's busy right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, right now. Keywords.
And as the... remember, the door just blew off its hinges. She's going to fire another arrow at you guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try and freeze her first.
Let's roll for initiative. Everybody roll a d10.
Okay.
She rolled a 10.
9.
4, so 24.
20... 26.
26, yeah.
30.
I go last.
She is going first. Of course you go last. Your initiative is 11. She's going on a 30.
Ugh.
And she's going to shoot at Shane. You're carrying the safe. You're the obvious strongman of the group. She's going to declare an Omni Gadget. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but she's going to declare an Omni Arrow.
Of course.
Nuclear warhead.
Not very ninja-y.
Not very ninja-y. Oh, Shane. You may get lucky on this one.
Oh, thank you.
Your dex is 9?
Yep.
So we're going... Oh. She misses because Max Brand starts shooting the ice beam at her. Yeah. And she has to get out of the way. The arrow goes wide. And it hits a wall and explodes into a ball of glue.
Nice.
So you got 20... what are we looking at right now? 26 for Shane?
I got my initiative 23 plus the 9 I rolled. Or?
So 29. So you go next, Cam.
Okay.
You want to ninja on ninja her?
I want to throw one of my
throwing
knives at her bowstring.
It's going to make it more difficult, but give me a roll.
Okay. Can I spend a hero
hell of a
point?
bolt shot.
Yes, you may. To have your dex count as an 11? Sure.
Yeah. Cool, and that's
10? Okay, so we're going to go on the chart. 11 against her... She is going to spend her martial artist this round. Actually, it wouldn't matter. She doesn't have super martial arts. Okay, you get it barely.
It takes a bit.
Well, no. The shot is... Now, here's the thing, however. What is your strength? 4?
a 4, yeah.
Okay. You throw it at her. You hit, but she manages to turn her bow a little bit just to deflect. You didn't get the column shift that you needed to deal damage onto it.
Oh.
If you'd rolled just even a little bit better, you would have gotten her on it.
Dang.
She's fairly equal to you in terms of skill.
Okay.
She, just a lot more focus on the bow.
That's why I wanted to get rid of it. Oh, well.
As Arrow teaches us, despite how flimsy the bowstring is, it almost never actually gets snapped without the entire bow going with it.
Well, if a string snaps on a bow, it will take the bow 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah. Shane.
I'm gonna...
You are carrying a safe right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Throw the safe at
No,
That's
you are
bad
in a
idea.
small office. If you swing the safe around and throw it, you'll probably hit your teammates as well.
Yeah. That's why I'm not going to do that. I am, in fact, going to drop the safe and fire some electricity at her.
Okay, well, here's the problem. You would not be able to get your gauntlets in just because they're big and bulky.
Ah, right. Okay.
Into the door, man. We have a mission.
Yep. Get out, get out.
Okay, then I'm just gonna I'm just going to keep going with the mission. I'm going to get the documents out of there.
Okay, so you just want to take the safe with you, or do you want to open the safe during the fight?
I'm not opening the safe during the fight.
Okay, you're just taking it, jumping out the window onto the garbage slide.
Yep.
Please ignore how slimy this is.
Fuck it, it's not my suit.
Okay, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You get it.
Yeah,
that's an automatic movement action.
Tempered glass, no.
Will, you're shooting her?
I've been shooting at her, but of course that's not having a whole lot of effect. She's some sort of super ninja.
Well, you haven't rolled for it yet, so...
I'm just thinking...
Actually, you mentioned Burrow
right
before.
now.
My original assumption was that this was Malcolm Merlin.
I know. But I have to get the Patreon backers in there somewhere.
True.
And a whole bunch of them just wound up being supervillains.
Awesome. I think I'm going to try and freeze her, though.
Considering our circle of friends, that's oddly appropriate.
Double fours.
8.
Plus 13, so 21.
Okay. And 6.
Yep.
Okay. 2. And 8. She's going to substitute in her 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, you managed to wing her with the ice.
Nice. Where do I hit?
In the leg. You managed to, ice one of her feet to the floor.
Awesome. Feeling slow, lethargic, held back by the hustles and bustles of everyday villainy, well, Max Brand's got the thing for
Wes?
you.
So I've basically got my...
Yeah, you're largely maintaining control of the garbage slide as Killerwatt jumps out the window onto it and slides down neatly to the ground.
Yeah. So I'm going to basically go... Yeah, that's basically my action at this point. Just like...
Cool. Next round, she's going.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Gonna go with the obvious threat of the guy with the cold gun.
Yep, it's only fair.
She's gonna pull another Omni Arrow. Why does she keep rolling 3s? Oh my god! I started out she's going to be this uber competent assassin sent by the secret terrorist for high organization Scorpio to steal the plans. And she keeps she was rolling amazingly well when I was rolling to just see what would happen between her and Lillian.
Obviously, because Lillian's dead.
She rolled a 20. She rolled stupid well for that one. She overcame all of Lillian's resistances in one shot. She rolls a 3 trying to hit Will over here.
I think it hits my lapel pin, which is just a smaller version of my head.
Oh no, wait! It just screw it. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It hits your suit.
And
The suit that you're wearing, however, with its super nano weave, deflects the arrow off it.
That's
and she looks really confused there.
Wait. Your lapel pin is a smaller version of your head.
branding.
You are
is everything.
shameless. He just ripped off the laughing Joker face from the first Batman movie.
You know what? He's very definitely an Ellis character at this point.
I would also like to point out that I do have a minor irrational attraction to copyright theft.
Cam, you're up next.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do it again. Throw my...
Sure, give me another knife throw.
Alright.
Is that a 8 and 3? 11? Okay, your 10 versus her 10. You need an 11. You're good on that one. And do you want to just throw it against her, or do you want to try for the called shot? The called shot is more difficult.
Yeah, I'll do the called shot again.
Then you're going to miss. You're going to need to roll very well to get the called shot. If you just want to hit her...
Final hitter.
No, you already said called shot. She turns and bats that one away. Essentially, at this point, she's damn well near just missing because she's got 2 people firing on her. And her foot is iced to the floor.
Oh yeah.
Shane, you get to the ground. You're carrying a safe. It's it's just barely gone to night outside. You're going to start attracting a crowd soon.
In the distance, sirens.
Yeah. I'm just going to try and get the safe to wherever the drop-off point was.
Okay, you're still not going to open it? Here's the thing. You open the safe, you can take the stuff out. Otherwise, you're running through New York City with a safe.
Damn good point. I'm going to open the safe.
Okay. Give me a roll. You don't need to roll particularly well because you've already damaged it. 12.
I roll well anyway.
You get a hold into the door where you punched it before, and you just rip it off. And inside, there's some papers, there's some money, and rattling around at the back is a single USB key. And you just grab it all, shove it into your jacket, and make a run for it.
Yep.
Okay. As you throw the safe away, it starts rolling across the ground and becomes part of the garbage slide because it's now trash.
Nice.
Yes.
And then we go to Will.
Awesome. So she's frozen to the ground. She's slightly delayed. Is there any other laptops or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a laptop on the desk.
It's entirely possible that what we want is not in the safe. So
There's a laptop with an external storage drive beside it.
nice. Max is gonna head towards the shadowed out window, grab the
Yep.
laptop and the hard drive.
And just jump out?
I'm just gonna quickly rifle the. No, I'm just gonna jump out.
Because you are in the middle of combat right there.
Exactly.
Only
We're
so
in the
much you
middle of
can...
combat with a deadly ninja. Max doesn't fuck around. And then out with the electronics.
Okay. And then, Wes, you maintain the slide.
Yeah.
Give me a roll just to make sure you don't go crazy.
I'm still halfway down it.
No, you're good.
Oh, thank God.
It's a really good roll.
That's a great.
You need to roll a particularly bad roll for your psychological instability to go off.
I've noticed.
But it does come off in moments of particular stress. So, Cam, it's down to just you and her.
Cool.
She's going to try and shoot an arrow at you because, you've been throwing knives at her that she's been batting away. Oh my God, she only rolled a 5. What the hell? What the shit? No, it's insufficient to hit you. She fires an arrow at you and you dodge out of the way.
Max Brand's products may be knockoffs, but they work.
Okay, so
That was the time to get out of there.
yeah, seeing as how even the infomercial dude decided to cheese it, Ian Flex is just gonna throw a flash bomb and hope.
Okay, give me a roll.
Oh, God.
Brain rave!
This is Flash Bomb defeated by him screaming, "Brain Rave!" as he runs away.
But where did I get those flash bombs?
17. That'll do it.
Okay.
You flash bomb, and as she's clearing the smoke away, you're gone. And I assume the trash slide you just ride the falling trash slide to the ground.
It's the
I
worst
actually have a
feeling.
way better idea.
Yo?
I take this trash, because it's animated, right?
Yeah.
And when he's off it, I just send it into the building after her. You play fighters.
Pack the office full.
Yeah. Okay then.
I just realized something.
And then just for extra measure, to make sure it gets in there, because I have a force field of 7. You should just pop it up to make sure it gets in there.
So literal trash compact.
Then there's a muted boom inside as Lillian Warpath's head explodes.
Yeah.
Waller's like, "What the shit?"
Good timing, boss.
I just realized something. The woman with years of training and all the possible advantages just got her ass kicked by the mouthy asshole from TV.
God, you're going to keep bringing this around to Trump comparisons.
I didn't start it!
I want to be clear. She didn't get her ass kicked.
No, she was delayed.
She just rolled really, really shittily. She rolled nothing higher than a 5 from the moment she walked into that room. I don't know what the hell you guys did, but that's like a legit superpower on your end.
Oh, boy.
It's the quality and charm of Max Brand.
She thought there was an actual threat, but then she came in just to see us. She was like,
Well, she saw the ex-female Fury in the hall, went, "Oh crap," put an arrow through her eye, went, "Yeah, I'm pretty awesome." Blew the door off its hinges with an explosive arrow, came in on Eucomers, rifling the place. And at that point, her day just went to crap, and now she's buried under crap.
Yep. As we run to the extraction point.
yeah,
But you know what's really funny? It's all her fault now, apparently. She just became your fall guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because there's all the trash in there. They'll think she summoned it.
No one's going to believe you.
I just want to see if she actually somehow manages to escape, and you may encounter her later.
Oh, I sincerely hope so.
Now she rolls a 13. Now she rolls a 13.
That's fantastic.
What the shit?
So
I didn't even plan for her to show up again later, but now she's totally showing up again later.
Which one of you fuckers buried me in garbage?
Garbage day!
beautiful.
We knew it was going to happen.
You get on the comms with Waller. I don't know what the hell you people just did. Get out of there and get to this extraction point. She provides you with a location in New Jersey. It's a private airfield. We'll go over your information there.
Yes, ma'am.
And you head to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does Jersey count as an entire trash pile, or?
Just Newark.
Oh, okay.
And you get to New Jersey.
I imagine we all get into the back of a van, and Killer Watt is just looking at Hobomaster and just going, I honestly don't know whether to be mad at you or call you brilliant. So we'll split the difference and zap him in the balls.
What is it with you two in these games?
Even Flux is just like, how did you get the trash to do that?
Magic.
Yeah, I know.
Like, but have Max Brand's gonna see his computer. Just local hard drive, not gonna attach.
Sure,
to
give me a
network.
scientist check.
Yep, I'm just gonna science the hell of it and see if we're being tracked, which we inevitably are. I got an 8.
Okay. What's your science?
8.
If you spend 3 hero points on it, you'll be able to get it.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to crack his passcode.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. The same number I have in my luggage.
Asshole puts on his luggage. Change the code to my luggage.
I just noticed something on Will's sheet that's reminding me of one of my favorite jokes from Justice League.
Which is?
Power suit.
Oh, yeah, where Lex...
Yes.
At the very end of the series, I had to go get my power suit.
Yeah, well, exactly. Exactly. He stole the design from Lex
Still
Luthor.
today, the
100%.
best Lex Luthor.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 100% sold this. Still, like the suit looks like something Lex Luthor would wear because it is. Just made it like a tenth of the price by actual slaves in some third world
And the
country.
1,000,001 chance he might be listening, respect to Lacey Brown.
Respect. Okay, you managed to crack it open. Now I want you to give me a intelligence, just a straight up intelligence
Straight
check,
up intelligence,
which is also 8.
I got a 10.
You're actually familiar, on some basic level, with the dialect of Arabic that is the Bialian language.
Don't look at me like that, guys. I mean, if you're going to be buying any radioactive substances on the black market nowadays, it's just the language to know. Instability breeds profits.
Why do I have a feeling you've sold bomb casings with used pinball machine parts to Libyans before?
Yes, but they actually blow up.
Kudos.
Yeah, so you go through the computer and you check it out, and yeah, you get into his private email account. Behind, like, it's 4 different layers of authentication.
Yeah, 4 different layers, 7 proxies, lol.
Yeah.
Behind like 12 proxies.
Oh man, this guy is so dirty, it's not even funny. It's like the criminal enterprises he's part of are... Yeah, you can definitely...
In terms of just mundane gear, do I just have a regular USB stick?
Yes.
Great, I'm just going to go ahead and copy everything.
Okay.
Gonna keep that just in case.
And yeah, it all points towards a weapons facility in the Bialian desert.
Their vending machines are terrible.
It takes you a little while, but you do piece together from that and the documents that Shane has on him. That you don't find anything...
I was going to say, what do we find about Intergang?
Well, that's the thing. You don't find anything specifically towards Intergang, though. There are a lot of transfers to someone continually referred to as just like, our third party.
Yeah. We don't find anything about Intergang, but there's certainly an Intergang-shaped hole in all this information.
Well, there's certainly a hole shaped, a very criminal hole shaped in all this information.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, copy all that. Go to the extraction point. Give Waller what she wants.
Yep. Waller takes it from you. Did you have a chance to look over the documents?
That's what we've been doing all along, giving Waller exactly what she wants.
Absolutely. Otherwise, she'll blow our heads off. As a matter of fact, I did.
And then you just... Well, you can talk now, Mr. Brand. What did you find?
Well, we certainly found the location of a weapons facility that's out in the Bialyan Desert.
Coordinates. And you just kind of spew them out?
Oh, no. Serious irrational attraction? Sales pitch.
No, one of these days you're just going to learn to ask me.
Now, as you can see at the UN, there were several hiccups in our plans, largely due to the presence of other metahumans. And doesn't that just get you down? Let me propose to you that if you could provide us with perhaps a little more materiel, we'd be able to get this finished lickety-split without any metahuman interference. And if you act now, I'll throw in not one, not two, but 3 different flavors of nerve gas that you could produce at such a facility when your military takes it. This is a one-time promotional offer.
Allow me to offer you a counter offer, Mr. Brand. She just passed around a case with your gear and your suits in it and stuff. You do the job that I'm already contracting you to do. You do it with the equipment that you have. And I don't blow your fucking head off.
Absolutely understandable. There are certainly times...
I respect your marketing position.
I respect your market position.
Good.
The documents indicate that... And sort of writes out the GPS coordinates of it. That the facility is here.
All right. She looks over at a guy in an Air Force uniform. A woman in an Air Force uniform. Just full flight outfit. Lieutenant Moran, you'll be flying them to these coordinates. Drop them off. Get the hell out. Once you've found the facility and gotten inside, destroy the information, destroy the weapon, kill the scientists. Report back once you've succeeded and we'll extract you. You have 24 hours to complete the mission. If you fail within that window, the bombs will go off. Am I understood?
We better hurry. Supplies are running short.
You load up into the plane and you head over there?
Calm doesn't get me. Can't sleep.
Now, this is a long flight. You are flying from New York, essentially to Iran. You're looking at there's probably like a 17-hour flight.
So,
alone in a plane with Hobomancer.
So what kind of plane is this?
It's like a C-17 transport.
So we're talking this is a big...
Yeah.
I distract myself from Hobomancer by asking Max Brand about the different flavors of nerve gas he was offering.
Oh, well, Max Brand nerve gas is some of the finest nerve gases around. Many of them are derived from the British V series, which is famous, of course, for things like VX gas and some of its derivatives, like sarin. Now, as he's giving the sales pitch for his various nerve gases, are we the only cargo on this
plane? By the way,
plane?
the pose I'm doing with my head on my hands like it's story time, that's exactly what Killer Watt is doing as he's
Yes,
talking.
you are the only cargo on this plane.
Great. How's the crew? Just the one pilot?
Basically, just the pilot and one
trying
and
to
one co-pilot.
Co-pilot and one person to basically be your jump leader for kicking you out of the back of the plane with your parachutes on.
Great. Mr. Flux, I think you should show our handler there some of your amazing skills. Sort of subtly saying, distract that asshole. And then, while he's giving a magic show to our jump leader, anything on this plane that is not load-bearing, I am disassembling, and I'm trying to I want to MacGyver up some gadgets.
You want to try and MacGyver... Okay, I will give you your Omni gadget back that you used at the UN.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, and see if I can maybe make some more for these guys.
Not really.
No,
you don't.
okay.
It's not a proper lab, and you aren't someone who builds stuff in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
No. I'm doing things that, I've seen other people do before.
Yeah, but a lot of that stuff requires very, very precise equipment.
Exactly.
I mean, you could make a whole bunch of Malcolm Merlin's arrows, for instance, but you need really precise machining tools, you need the proper fletchings, etc. Cam, though, do you want to attempt to distract?
Sure.
Give me a acrobatics check.
It just occurred to me that our Hobomancer
10.
forte is doing things in a cave with a box of scraps.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You got the guy well distracted, though, Cam. Okay. Yeah, but the thing is that Hobomancer doesn't need a bunch of scraps. He needs specifically resonant magical objects in order to make artifacts.
That's why I have my garbage bin.
It's why he has a garbage bin strapped to his back.
Yeah.
I love it.
Since you are now all sitting around in full costume with all of your gear.
Mm-hmm.
And the flight goes on. You review. Some of you review your briefing material.
Review the briefing material, of course.
Some of you don't, because you're just crazy.
Yep.
Why is everyone looking at the Hobomancer? I start singing some good old-fashioned hobo tunes.
Nice.
Brings out a harmonica.
Yeah.
There's a harmonica and a banjo come out from nowhere.
Of course, since they're garbage.
It's worth noting that before we started recording, we did all enjoy a rousing recording of Big Rock Candy Mountain.
In the big rock candy mountain.
But of course, far more out of tune because his harmonica is busted and his banjo has like one string out of tune.
It only has one string.
Yeah. And it's out of tune.
And it's out of two. So the flight continues, and you got to radio over your comms from the pilot. You're going to want to strap in. We're entering Bialian airspace.
That sounds promising.
Okay. You know what? If you'd purchased some Max brand anti-aircraft radar shielding, we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, you're going to want to shut up, because right now I have to get on the horn with the Bialian military and try and make sure that we're not shut down.
Well, best of luck to you, friend.
No restraints can hold Ian Flux.
Even the ones that should hold him down for his own safety. Safety's for other people.
I like strap myself in backwards. So like I'm facing the wall, like
Oh my god, you guys are
That
the...
way the commies can't get in his brain.
and I'm also like there's tinfoil sticking up from underneath my hat.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure I don't have another episode.
Yeah, you're armored up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, no. Ian Flux is a Garth Ennis character.
Perfect.
Okay, and then there's the plane shakes.
Kilowad is just kind of master chiefing that shit. He's just standing in the middle of the middle of the plane, just kind of holding onto the rail up top.
And then the plane shakes. The plane weaves. The plane shudders as something explodes against it.
Big surprise.
So I get knocked to the side.
Yeah, pilot over the comms. You want to hold on to something? We're going down. I'm going to try and take her out. I'm going to try and make this as light as I can, but everybody make me a dexterity check.
Max Brand gets an 8.
That is a 13 for the Hobomancer.
9.
Okay.
3. I get destroyed.
You're the most dexterous person in the group.
Well,
But I also did not strap.
That is true.
he shouted, "No restraints could hold Ian Flux," took off his flight harness, stood in the middle of the plane, kind of trying to surf it, and then the explosion happens, and you
I'm
swear
at the
to
door, aren't I?
No, you swear to God, it's like he levitates in the middle in free fall as the plane starts going down, as he hits the ceiling and then hits the floor again. Cam, take a point of body damage.
Max was about to clap and then sees him hitting. Ooh, no.
That wasn't the trick.
And then the plane goes down, and it hits the ground. Everybody make me another dex roll.
Oh, come on. 13.
7.
Also 13.
So 13.
A lot of 13s going. 3 13.
Lucky 13.
Yeah, well, the good news is with the influx of the ground did break your fall. And when you tumble along the plane when it hits the ground, you land on something very soft, which is the body of the of your jump leader, who rolled poorly. And, yeah. And now you're in a plane in the middle of the desert. He's unconscious. The pilot's unconscious. The co-pilot is dead.
Cool.
And you figure you're about... Looks like you check your GPS. You're about 1 click away from the facility.
Do they have anything on them at all?
Probably sidearms.
Sidearms. Wallets with a little bit of American cash in it. Not much else.
Can I take one of those sidearms?
I'm going to take the American cash.
I take their boots. Of course you do.
What, all 3 of them?
Also, this plane is now crashed, right?
Yep.
Is it would it be safe to say that this would be considered now trash? Yeah.
Can we just continue flying?
If you spend 5 hero points to push your power, I will let you consider this plane trash.
You know what? That is a ridiculous use of my hero points. I'm going to do it.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Pick this plane up and fly to the landing.
Yeah. It's in 2 pieces, but it's still kind of...
10.
Okay. The plane shudders as Hobo Man's standing there, muttering under his breath. And you can actually see, mystical, almost graffiti painting itself into the air. As the plane slowly rises up in the sand as its landing gear comes down. And the engines start back up again. And the plane starts driving along the desert. What are you doing with it at this point?
I'm taking it to the landing site.
Okay, here's the thing. You can't get it to fly again because one of the wings is broken in half.
Sure, that's fine.
But you can get it to move along the surface of the desert.
Yeah. I want to rearrange it like it's some sort of trash dragon plane thing.
That's going a little bit far,
sure,
but...
Okay. I was just thinking thematically because I wanted to be I'm
well,
Shy Halud!
Yeah. As it's going along, though, pieces do start falling off, just spontaneously falling off of it.
Sure.
And by the time you reach the landing site, the plane literally falls apart.
Like a deck of cards.
Yeah.
It's basically like that scene from The Empire Strikes Back if Yoda was in fact as batshit crazy as he pretended to be.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So the landing site is basically just a place.
It was a drop zone. It was where you were intended to drop, and
okay, no other gear or anything from here. We just proceed.
Yeah. Basically, what it is the facility is out in the desert, but it's a very, very rocky desert with a lot of just mesas and stuff coming out of it. And you were intended to land on a cliff overlooking with. Then you just go down a defile behind it and try and come around the base. And the base itself is a squat, 1-story concrete bunker base. It's just looks like a big bunker.
Yeah. Do we know if there's a lot of sub-levels? Or...
You're not sure. We're actually out of time for this episode, so we're going to come down to you as the plane falls apart as you land on the top of the ridge.
And then we look at it and sort of briefly stick our heads over the ridge and survey.
As the moon silhouettes you all in costume.
Of course.
And
Ice must flow.
I've been your GM for this evening. I'm Derek the Bard from Chasing the Muse, and I'm joined with my players.
Will Mitchell.
Wes Gunn.
Fitzgerald.
Cameron Dunn.
Well, okay, that did not go in any way like I was expecting. Justin warned me when I told him how this episode was supposed to turn out. He's like, dude, don't even try. Well, Justin, you were right.
The Terrible Warriors comes out every Monday and every Thursday. And the Suicide Squad will return for part 3 next week. And on Monday, we return to one of our long-form campaigns as Mike Dodd gets the band back together in Star Wars, Embers of the Jedi. At the edge of the galaxy, the Empire launches a new offensive. And for longtime Terrible Warrior fans, this campaign may feel all too familiar. You can follow the Terrible Warriors on Twitter at Dice Warriors. And today's Terrible Warriors have been Cam Dunn, Wes Gunn, Shane Fitzgerald, Will Mitchell, and Derek Burrow. With special Patreon cameo NPC support appearances by Lillian Warpath, Jasmine Rose, Pycon, Liz Moran, and Josh Hastings. Yes, you too can be an ineffectual ninja in a future campaign where you will not deal any damage to the hero and the hero will not deal any damage to you. And if you'd like to be an NPC in a future Terrible Warriors show, check out the rewards program that we have offered at our Patreon page. And until we meet again, thank you for listening. There's so many of you. We just hit 100,000 downloads this year. That's crazy. We're going to keep making more shows. We're going to keep telling more stories. We've got so much planned for 2017, but we haven't even gotten started yet. So thank you for listening to the Terrible Warriors.